what it is, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. We in here, man. Let's run it. Hold on.
There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the atom effect.
Oh, Neil probably won't be in here today.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things are mine. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things are mine. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
Don't judge me.
There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function.
I had to clean them somehow. Oh, my tongue pink.
Will be exposed. We are not machines.
Still got this crack though.
Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom
effect. Your teeth done. Take care of your teeth, guys. Shout out to everybody. Be in here. Let me do my little crazy eye thing. Hold on. We in here.
Adam like a cheat, things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody.
Yeah, we did something to the hair too. So it's in the way. If I look a little funny, well, it's not long yet. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary. Niggas won't be. Damn, that shit is so unnecessary. This Sigma shit is so hereditary. I just laid my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch. I live every day like it's February. God gave me like clarity. Money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. Nobody by the rules, politic and I ain't gonna even have nobody.
Cause it's all fake, even charity. I need clarity. Funk Uncle Sam, fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school at 20. Now we celebrating black everything like they couldn't glue up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude, I like altitude. Damn, who got the view up on me? Traffic talking on my telly. Traffic talking on my telly, cause I ain't phony and I live in solitude, but I ain't never lonely. Yeah, adapt to the shit. Whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dash the cash in the back with a brick. Passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, hold on, don't lose me. Fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, gon' do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm smoking on loose leaf. Chasing all these goals, man, my life been a movie. Blue 40 bands in the last few months, so well consume me. Yeah, I'm a vet like. Shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. A nigga had big dreams, go 18. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by that 18. Adam said the day go, done go evil. Yeah. Shout out to my T.O. Shout out to a nigga named
let me get my drink.
Case to the trio. Adam don't need no amigos. Hey, yeah. Running through the money and it's all for the prize of the greed. I'ma make a pact, man, I'm sticking to my creed. I'm about cold and they all move for their feet. I can see these hoes, man, I'm blind like a geek. Looking in the mirror, it's like I already see. I'm reliving life, I don't really wanna die, cause I know the ground coming for the beat. I can go out bad, man, I'm challenging the past, it was calling me a freak. Now I got my foot up on the gas and it's green. Chasing all my goals to the team DG. This is not for show, this is bait to the toe, man, they better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a pen black, I'm in love with my own.
We in here. Is this public?
Damn, you're not speaking English. I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm TNK, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Girl, you know what I'm packing. Let's make a movie. Nice camera action. I'ma start shooting. Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah. Hey. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my. I don't even know what this girl's saying now.
But she had to get a quick fix, good dick.
Sick shit, ass so fat, call the shit thick. Girl, you ain't know I like you, gonna wife you. Shit so cool, color ice cube. You the sugar honey with the ice too. Don't forget T, man, don't forget T and K. Watch from a distance, all you do is slay. Tryna get paid, baby, tryna get paid. I don't wanna fall, but I already did. Exchange your heart with the kid, kid. Damn, I got hurt again. Why always trip, man? Why always trip, man? Why always trip? You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my. Only got 4 minutes, Lord. Tell me what to say, so I get the digits. Tell me all the right words, so I get it. Can't be scared, T, can't be scared. You don't wanna bust plan A, then gotta get a plan B. Whole new language, watch yourself. I'm a little dangerous. Melody, got me going crazy. Love your fragrance, gotta listen virtues. Girl, you my patient, gotta have patience. I take time with your lips, yeah, I gotta pace it. Time with the hips, take time with them hips. Girl, 3-course meals, so I dive in them hips. I dive in them hips. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with melody, girl, you my. Take 5. Yeah, the new kid.
All right, we in here, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
This is the Adam effect. The chieftains are the mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The device attack. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join me. This is the Adam effect. The chieftains are the mind. If you are hearing this,
all right, we're gonna cut it. All right, man. Shout out to you if you tuned in. Oh, hold on. This thing dying. All right, shout out to you if you tuned in. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The device tactics that they use to put us against each other will be exposed. Today's episode is course correction. You know we do course correction on Hump Day. Today's episode is episode 138. What is it called? Today's episode is about responsibilities. Men, you have responsibilities. Before we get started with today's episode, or what we have planned for today's episode, is as followed. Of course, we have Coley Blues with the news. So I'm going to let y'all know about what's going on around the globe. I mean, little pieces of the globe that I care about, or whatever the case may have you. After that, we're going to get into it with responsibilities. What are your responsibilities as a man? What you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, how you should move, and the things you should remember. Like I said, this is a male-focused page. Shout out to the ladies who come in here. Ladies, if you come in here, you can drop some knowledge too. But the idea is we are trying to empower men to become better men for the betterment of society. And that's why I do what I do. Neo would normally be in here, but I don't feel like being Neo today. So today I am Blac Adam. Hello. Hi. Say hi back. And if you guys could do me a favor too, I appreciate it if you guys hit the like button, because hitting the like button pushes my message and my broadcast out to the world. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to help people. You know, men need guidance, women need guidance. Ideally, it's kind of weird. You know, I am a darker individual, right? So it's kind of weird getting this guidance from me, but I have been through a lot in life, and I do feel like it's my purpose. At least this is what God has called me to do now, to share with the world this information. So we're going to get right to it. So first things first, we doing Coley Blues with the news. 1 second, guys. I got to type it because we doing this ish off my phone. But what's up with everybody? What's up? It's Wednesday. I know what it is. Hold on. Coley Blues with the news. Everybody say what's good. We in here. What's up, my ninjas? Hold on. Coley Blues with the news. What it is, my ninjas? We in here. I'm a little tired. Y'all know what it is. Middle of the week make you want to take a nap. You can't take no nap. Today I'm sipping on some, Today I'm sipping on some sparkling ice with the caffeine. So it's 0 sugar. It has vitamins and antioxidants. This is what I'm sipping on today. Shout out to sparkling ice. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Let me just say that. But, It has the caffeine, and I need the caffeine, but it is disgusting. Let me tell you that much. But it's what's going to do for now because it was cheap. I went to Dollar Tree. Y'all know what it is. I'm balling on a budget. Let me put this here. And let me say this before I put this. You don't have to donate. So don't run away if I put the donation tab up. Donations is in the bio. You don't have to donate. All you have to do is drop a like. Even better. Even better. I'll do you one better if it makes you feel good because there's a lot of nasty people in this world. You don't have to drop a like. I want you to do something better. I want you to drop a dislike. You can hit the thumbs down on me. It's okay. You don't have to donate. You don't have to hit the like button. But I want you to hit that thumbs down for me. All right, we in here. Like I said, donations up top. If you can't donate, hit the like button or hit the dislike button. Either way, it's going to bring traffic to my page. And that's the main thing. Like I said, if you come in here, this is the Adam Effect. My business solely. Adam in itself is an acronym. It stands for Achieve Things Out of Mind. All right, let's do it. So, Coley Blues with the news. All right, so news I got for you guys today. First things first, and shout out to everybody who tune in. I'm in America, so we talking about American stuff. If you guys have stuff going on, you know, in the rest of the world, drop it in the comments. Start discourse. Ideally, we're all here to congregate and form a community. For everybody who does, is a hurricane that's going to hit close to home. My home is Florida. I'm from Miami, Florida, born and raised. Shout out to my city, Tom in the grave. They're not gonna hit Florida. They're not gonna hit Miami, but they're gonna hit, I think, northern Florida, like the Orlando everywhere. My bad, the caffeine. The Orlando area. So everybody in the Orlando area moving up towards, I think that's South Carolina and North Carolina. Y'all gotta be careful. It's poised to deliver. It says Helen is poised to deliver a potentially catastrophic strike.
Hurricane Helene continues to strengthen in the Gulf of Mexico, and there have been some adjustments as the forecast calls for this to now become a Category 4 storm before it makes landfall. It's also picked up a good bit of speed, which means that it will push through very quickly into the southeast, but that may also mean that the winds carry a little bit further inland, along with the heavy rain. Look at how far to the north now.
I don't even know where this is playing from. I'm trying to figure out where it's playing from so it can stop.
Parts of the Carolinas as well as northern Georgia.
But I'm gonna let him talk.
That's going
He's
to be
saying what I'm trying to say
after this moves on shore. But before it moves on shore, look at the storm surge values. As high as 20 feet of storm surge could be possible along.
All right, I just muted it, man. I don't even know where that started playing from. I'm just on the weather.com. Y'all know what it is. It's the 5th hurricane this year. Like I said, guys, the hurricane's in effect from the Florida's Big Bend and Nature Coast into southwest Georgia, including Tallahassee. They're starting to put out storm surge warnings, and they extend from Mexico Beach southward to the Flamingo area and the Tampa Bay and Charlotte Harbor area. As shown in the map, you guys can't see the map. I can. Sorry about that. I'm balling on the budget. So, I mean, I can see the map. I'm telling you guys, be careful, stay safe. Y'all know what it is when a hurricane comes through. It's a natural storm. Shout out to the people who believe in God. It's God saying, I'm mad at the world, and I got to show the world what I'm capable of. You feel what I'm saying? Anyways, next set of news. So, I mean, I'm hearing reports on social media that we might be going into World War III. Everybody knows it's coming. I personally feel like as the American populace that we have now, I don't think we're ready for World War III. And, of course, I'm trying to find information on it. In terms of the news, you know, the news will tell you one thing and tell you another thing because they don't want to incite mass panic. But World War III is coming, guys. World War III is coming. It was something that I heard yesterday, and if you guys could drop some comments about it, if you've seen it too, if you look on TikTok, because everybody got TikTok now, and if you don't, sorry about that. But it was something about, they said they were going to deploy troops in Iran or Lebanon or somewhere. I'm not even sure, and I don't want to say the wrong thing and cause a mass hysteria. So if you guys could look that up for me, because I'm only one individual. And I don't know where my third phone is. I have a lot of phones. I got this phone, you know, watching me, and I got this other phone putting the light on me. But like I said, World War III should be coming. It says NATO prepares plan for a huge number of casualties. Hold on one second. NATO prepares plan for huge number of casualties in case of World War III scenario with Russia, as German military says an invasion could happen this decade. So you see what I'm saying? It says NATO is developing a mass evacuation and rescue plan in case of a future war with Russia, a senior general has declared. Lieutenant General Alexander Solfrank, the head of NATO's Logistics Command, confirmed this week the security bloc is working to ensure it has the operational capability to extract large numbers of wounded troops from the front lines. The German general warned that unlike allies experienced in Afghanistan and Iraq, An all-out war with Russia would likely see NATO incur heavy losses across a huge battlefield. What's more, Russia's Air Force and its vaunted rocket, never heard that word before, gotta look that up. What's more, Russia's Air Force and its vaunted rocket and missile stockpiles mean that medical evacuations via aircraft would be too risky, a factor that could force NATO's troops to operate hospital trains to extract the wounded en masse. The challenge will be swift, blah, 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 blah. All right, and then they got a picture up of how NATO can prepare for a Russian attack. So like I said, guys, be mindful. It's going to probably happen, especially in the case of America, because we need a war right now because of the economy. And I think they're orchestrating it. Shout out to the Fedi Gov. Y'all know I call the Fedi Gov the big G. Shout out to the big gangsters. You know, they're going to make us go to war, right? And the reason why we're going to go to war is because where the economy is at, I think the last 2 times we went to war, and correct me if I'm wrong, last 2 times we went to war was because the economy was kind of at a standstill. It wasn't moving the way we needed it to move. And because of that, like I said, they turned around and did what they did, and they set up that war. So now this is the next war. And after that, even then, like I said, I'm a skeptic. I'm a conspiracy theorist. So I think they're getting rid of the dollar because it's easier to get rid of the U.S. dollar. And when they get rid of the U.S. dollar, right, it's easier to track the money if all the money's digital. So every time that blip happens or that glitch happens, you know, they can say, hey, what happened to the money? So all these things, it's like a domino effect, right? All these things are happening to bring us, and I'm not trying to sound like, oh, the Illuminati, but all these things are happening to bring us to that one world government thing, basically one nation, one world nation under sovereignty, under one single sovereignty. So expect these things to come in. You know, AI, we're going to talk about AI on Skeptical Sundays if y'all come through on Sunday, but AI is going to play a role because I keep telling you guys, this is the resistance, right? Like y'all heard the movie, like Terminator and, you know, the Matrix. This is the resistance here. You know why? Because the things that are happening with AI, like everybody thinking, like I said, I'm not going to be able to cause mass hysteria right now because I don't have that many people watching me. But think about it like this. Why would I, if I was a government entity, right? Why would I continue to pay people when I can just subcontract mechanics and engineers, software engineers, and it's getting to a point now where AI can actually rebuild itself now and do what it needs to do to make itself better? That's where we're at now. And you can look this information up. I'm not making this up. Why would I continue to hire people and pay people when I can have robots do the same job that people do without having to worry about anybody getting hurt? I would fire everybody. I would have a bunch of robots and fire everybody. There's no need for me to keep all you people when I don't need you people. You people are actually making me lose money because I have to worry about you, give you benefits and all this stuff. I can pay an engineer. I can pay a mechanic. Better yet, I just get a whole mass of robots to fix the other robots. That's where the world is going on an exponential scale. On a lower scale, we're going to start seeing shifts in jobs. I'm trying to give you guys a good example. Think the mass layoffs that have been happening in certain companies like Google. What's another one? I don't know if YouTube did one, but a lot of companies, if you look them up specifically, they've had a lot of layoffs. And the reason why they had a lot of layoffs is because they're downsizing. And the main thing, you know, normal people don't know this, and I'm not saying I'm not normal, but most people don't realize when a company maximizes its profit, right? Like when you see CEOs step down, the reason why these CEOs are stepping down is because the company has basically maximized the amount of profit it could ever make, right? As far as they know and they projected. When a company maximizes the amount of profit that it can make, after that, it's only downhill. Whether or not it happens over the course of 5 years, 10 years, you can only hit, like I said, I told you guys about the pyramid. When you get to the top of the pyramid, you can't go, like you can only stay at the top so long before it starts to go down. Right? So you're going to be a necessity, but you're not going to make as much money. And people are seeing this ahead of time. So when we see all these people stepping down, it's for a reason. It's not just because they can't afford to pay people, because you know they can afford to pay people because they're billion-dollar and almost trillion-dollar companies now. They can afford to pay people, but they're downsizing to make sure that they're always in the green and they're making the most money. So something to keep in mind. Last thing for the news, rising foreign threats. And I got a video. Let me see if this video plays. Shout out to TikTok. Y'all know what it is. Rising foreign threats.
The United States is nowhere near prepared for the dangerous multi-threat environment it's facing.
The public has no idea how great the threats are.
The homeland, if there's a conflict, is not going to be a sanctuary anymore. And the first attacks will likely be in the cyber domain, and they will be incredibly disabling.
The public is essentially clueless about the massive cyber attacks that could be launched any day by our adversaries, not just nation states, but rogue actors as well.
The report warns a cyber war with China or Russia would be devastating. America's critical infrastructure would come under attack, possibly cutting off power, water, transportation, and financial systems, and shutting down the supply chain. The report states major war would affect the life of every American in ways we can only begin to imagine.
All right, so shout out to you guys. Hopefully the audio's back. So look, like I said, I always sound like a skeptic, but I'm not making this shit up, right? And I mean, one thing about it, these things that I say are all allegedly. And Adam Effect, please don't do that. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is, they don't show you guys these things just to be like, hey, you know, this, like, they're not putting out fake news. Or they are putting out fake news, right? They're putting out fake news, but ideally, they're not just throwing stuff out there like that. Like, they're letting us know, hey, you know, these things can potentially be a reality. We don't think it's going to happen, but I guarantee you consistently every day, NSA, we have the NSA watching for threats like this just in case something happens, because something can potentially happen and something more than likely will happen. And things have been happening, you know, even with regards to society. Shout out to the men, shout out to the ladies. I want all y'all to know, even with me, question everything. I always say question everything, because we are at war, whether or not y'all realize it. I'm not just talking about World War III. It's already a cyber attack on our mind, right? The cyber attack is pulling yourself away from this, pulling yourself away from the phone. Just try it. You feel what I'm saying? I always tell people this, just try it. Just try to put your phone, stay away from your phone. Like, I'm not saying shout out to the ballers, you know, people that hoop, football, whatever, people who play sports. I'm saying, like, you can't even go to the gym without your phone to work out. You can't even go, because, you know, you got to hear your playlist. It's certain things we just can't do without the phone. And I remember coming up as a youngin', right? Like, it was like, we didn't need it back then like that. Like, I used to have my phone. I used to have a slide phone, like the one that you text with. And, yeah, you know, as time went on, we've literally evolved a personal assistant. AI is at that point now to where we got our own personal assistant on this goddamn phone. So like I said, we have now evolved as a people to where we need our phone to function. Like, since, I'm going to say like 2021, right? I use my phone to make money. I'm not just talking about like doing this. I'm saying like what I do personally, like my jobs that I do or whatever, because I don't actually have a job. But the things I do to hustle and make money, I use my phone for. Like, if I didn't have my phone, I'd probably have to go get a job right now. Because I have my phone, I don't necessarily need a job because everything runs through the phone. And one thing about it, I'm not exactly sure because I'm not a scientist and I don't study this stuff. But I do know it does not have a positive effect. You know, the way we be on social media, the way everybody do what they do, and the way we have our phone glued to us. Like, I'm pretty sure it's radioactive and I'm pretty sure it's not good for you. So it's something to keep in mind, right? It's something to keep in mind. But those are the main things I want to touch on. I can't, you know, I kind of went off on a tangent, but that's Coley Blues with the news. Now we're going to get into the main event of today, which is responsibilities as a man. Shout out to the men who are on here. Shout out to the ladies. Like I said, if y'all could do me a favor and hit the like button, I really appreciate it. And if y'all don't like what I'm saying, please hit the dislike button for me and drop a comment and let me know why you don't like what I'm talking about. And it's all good. Don't say no crazy stuff, though. Don't say no crazy stuff. You know, I'm trying to do what it does. I hope I spell responsibilities right. I was talking to somebody, right? I was talking to somebody I know, and I was telling them, like, damn, I know I'm getting old because now when I write certain words out, they look weird to me. So responsibilities, I have no idea if I spelled it right now. Responsibilities, abilities. I have no clue, and I feel like it's spelled wrong. So if it's spelled wrong, damn, my bad, y'all. And I know, you know, I say I'm a philosopher and all that, and I'm an intellectual, and I don't even know how to spell responsibilities. So I know I'm getting old because words are starting to look weird, right? But, hey, it is what it is. All right, guys, so y'all know on course correction, the idea with course correction is you come here as a man to get better, right? And what made me start doing course correction, you know, quick personal about me, what made me start doing course correction is I made a lot of mistakes, right? As a youngin', like, I made a lot of mistakes, okay? So the idea with course correction was
I thank God that I made these mistakes, but I thank God that I had people who checked me in private or in public, but mainly in private. I had people who checked me in private. People who were older than me, right? And I needed those checks and balances. So because I got those checks and balances, you know, I'm able to come to you guys the way I come now. And like I said, the Adam effect, y'all gonna feel the force of what I'm saying regardless, right? But I'm able to come to you now humbly. Like, shout out to my homie E. He used to tell me I was cocky, arrogant, and conceited. And I was. And then, you know, life humbled me. So now I come to you guys very humbly when I say these things. I'm not saying that I know everything, but I've been through a lot. So I speak from a place of, you know, having some knowledge, right? So today's episode is responsibilities, right? 1 second. You know, the government listening. 1 second. They try to ruin my notes. They always want to fuck up the notes. Excuse my French. They always want to F up the notes every time you try to post positivity and stuff. And then I do this for the people who look like me too. Let me throw that out there. So I do it for the black man, or well, I do it for the black men too, but I do it for the black kid who came up in a world where he felt misunderstood, because I always felt misunderstood as a kid. And the reason why I felt misunderstood is because I never fit in, because I was, you know, I was raised in the hood, bars on the windows, but I was also an intellectual because my dad forced me to be in the books. So I do this for the kid that look like me, think like me, and is lost in this world, because as you get older, you don't really understand how big the world is till you start to understand how big the world is. So I never knew the world was that big a place. You ask everybody that knew me back home, I used to always say I'll never leave Miami. I'll be here till I die. It's the best city in the world. And it still is the best city in the world. Nah, but for real though, like, yeah, I never thought I'd leave the city. And, you know, now I realize I think bigger. I think on a bigger level, on a higher level, on a bigger plane. So, like I said, it's for the kids that look like me. You know, you get older as a man, you know, I'll tell you guys with responsibility, right? One thing, as a man, you know, with responsibility, you have a responsibility to your community, whether or not you realize it. A lot of people, especially in the case of the black community, shout out to my brothers and sisters everywhere. You know, we have this whole thing where we're divided, and like I said, I could scratch the surface. We could talk about it all day, but we're divided. But whether or not we're divided, we stick together like glue, like how the white people do. And shout out to my white brothers and sisters. What it is, you know, you have a duty to your community. And the reason why you have a duty to your community is because if you don't find a way to play your role or help give back to the community, you're gonna continue to see the same cycles occur and occur and occur and occur and occur. And I mean, yeah, you know, it's like, you know, I'm by myself, right? What can I do? You know, I'm a single entity by myself. What actually could I do? You'll be surprised at what you can do and what you could have done. It's people that I have affected when I was younger. When I got older, you know, these people reached out to me and they were like, hey, you know, like, shout out to my homie. I'm not going to say his name, but I remember he told me this, and I forgot. I still don't remember the situation, but he was like, you know, I always remember when you stood up for me that one time when we was kids. And I don't even remember the situation like that. And it meant something to him. And I was like, you know, I just felt like it was the right thing to do at the time. That's what I told him. And I still don't remember the situation, but I know he remembers the situation. And like I said, we was young at the time. We was in middle school. And I kind of remember what happened. I don't remember exactly what happened, but probably somebody was bullying him. And I was like, yo, that's kind of not cool. You feel me? And I told him, tighten up. But I'm saying you got a responsibility to the kids. You got a responsibility to the elders. Because at the end of the day, these are the people who, whether or not we realize it, kind of need us as men to step up. So we're going to have to step responsibility, or you have no responsibility to protect or provide for anything that you don't have authority over, right? But at the same time, you have responsibility to a community that you stay in, because if you don't take care of that community, the community is going to go to shit anyway. So you may as well take care of it. So let me see if my notes came back. 1 second. 1 second. Hold up. Fuck. They always want to fuck up the notes. One sec, y'all. I need both fingers. Damn, hopefully the stream don't end. Hold on 1 second. I'm back. All right, let me see. I think I got it. They better not mess up my stream. They always try to mess up the stream. Y'all drop a like for me, man. Y'all drop a like. Always trying to mess up the stream. All right, we're going to start with one video. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it off the top. All right, so, gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you have more power than you realize, okay? You have way more power than you realize. You are more powerful than you know. You have a worth that you may not be aware of. And I'm going to give you guys an example right now. Shout out to this black queen right here. She's a comedian. I don't remember her name, but if y'all zoom in, y'all can see it yourselves. Hold on one second. Watch the video.
Ladies, have you ever met a man who knew his worth? Clap if you have. I did a show last weekend, and it was a couple in the front, married for 35 years, and the wife did not clap. And I pointed out, I said, excuse me, you've been married for 35 years, you didn't clap. She was like, tell your little motherfucking jokes, okay? Don't worry about this. He don't know, he don't need to know. Tell your little motherfucking jokes. That's why you don't stay single now. Yeah, I met a man recently who knew his worth, and y'all, when I tell y'all, that shit was so disgusting. It was so fucking, do not recommend 0 stars, because how am I supposed to manipulate you if you know your worth? How am I supposed to do that? Like, I'm up here having problems, he's solving them. I'm like, bitch, stop! Like, all I got is titties and tears.
All right, so, my bad, y'all, the dog be tripping. All right, so look, this is a perfect example. This lady asked, do you guys have a man who knows his worth? Gentlemen, shout out to the ladies. I'm going to have to take this straight. Gentlemen, women don't want you to realize that you have more power than you realize, than you're aware of. You are needed in this society. I know society has now done this thing, and shout out to feminism. I'm a proponent of feminism, and I'm a proponent of feminism because feminism has allowed men to do what they need to do for themselves now, and it allows women to do what they need to do for themselves now without anybody feeling like, you know, they're put in a position where people are exercising their authority over, you know, each other and doing all these things where they hurt each other, blah, 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 all that mumbo jumbo, right? But I'm here to tell you, when it comes down to it, right, you are needed. If you stop, if I was to show you guys everything in my apartment, I'm not doing that. But if you take a look around you, right, you take a look around you. Look at all the stuff you got, right? We live in a society where women are supposedly equal, and they still tell you, you know, they want a man that can provide for them. There is a reason for that. It's not just that we're, you know, dumb enough to do it, but there's a reason why women tell us that they want a man to be able to provide for them. Because you have the capability to be able to provide for yourself and to be able to provide for a woman. You know, the conundrum, right? I'm going to say the mind fuck. You know, where you to take care of them. Right? And that's okay. But I mean, it's okay for me because I understand it now. So women don't need you to take care of them. 2, women are not going to listen to you. And that's okay. What you have to figure out now is, what does it mean to you to be a man? For me personally, I'm still on my own journey. I'm going to be on my journey to the day you know, till I'm in the casket, right? And I think every man's going to be on their journey till they're in the casket. Best thing I can tell you, right? First piece of advice, and gems. Like I said, I drop gems, so gentlemen, take notes. Whatever society tells you in the American society, what they tell you to do to be a man, or believe none of what you see and half of what you hear. So in multiple instances, right? Like we'll use TV and stuff. In multiple instances, when it comes to TV, we're shown men in the form of like stupid. Like, you see men as stupid. Society shows us men are stupid. If you don't believe me, look at Family Guy. Look at My Wife and Kids. Look at, what's another one? Hold on, it says my stream fucking up. Man, they always try, excuse me, why they always try to mess up my stream, man? Damn. Hold on, y'all. They trying to mess up the stream. I can't stand these man. Hold on. They always try to mess up the stream. My bad, y'all. Like I said, so in multiple instances, hold on, let me see if they fix this up. One sec, y'all. The stream health rate is lower. Let me see my stream health. Hold on, guys. 1 second, 1 second. Fixed it. Did that fix it? Let me see.
I think I fixed it. Yep, we fixed it. All right, so like I said, in multiple instances, they show us as men that we're supposed to be weak, docile, fat. I mean, I like these shows too, don't get me wrong. My Wife and Kids, Bernie Mac show, and all these shows, a man's just there as a tool. So one thing I try to tell you guys too when it comes to women, and I've been telling people this, so that's why I'm explaining here. Women look at us as a tool. So to break this down, because I'm going to do this again tomorrow, but I'm going to break it down today. Gentlemen, we have to understand that the way women look at us is not the way we think. We're thinking about the way women look at us through our own eyes. You guys aren't putting yourself in a woman's shoes. So when you guys sit there and say, I'm mad about, you know, this and that, I don't like how she's treating me and all that. First off, you have to ask yourself, are you in a place of leverage? Have you gotten to that point where it's like, if she wanted to kick her feet up and do nothing, can you provide for her? And I'm not saying you have to do that, but are you at that point? Let's say you are at that point. Okay, two. Why do you assume, right? Why do you assume that a woman wants to do stuff for you when she's told by society that you're supposed to take care of her? It's like telling, you know, it's like society telling you the child that you're caring for, right? Like imagine a child, because women are equated to children. It's like saying your child's supposed to do what you want. Now, it makes sense in terms of survival, but your child never actually does what you want. Your child does what they want to do. A woman's going to do what she wants to do. At the end of the day, if she wants to be kept by you, she's going to be kept by you. There's nothing you can do to force her to be kept by you. She has to want that. If she doesn't want that, it don't matter if you got all the money in the world. She's not going to be happy with you. And I mean, it's fine because like I said, women look at things through an emotional lens. But one thing that I tell you guys that men don't seem to get is that women aren't like emotionally immature. Women are emotionally mature. Us as men, we aren't as good with our emotions. So like I said, free game. A woman's emotions is calculated. Like, it's not like she just had an outburst. She chose to do that. She's loyal to her emotions. So she's loyal to how you make her feel. It's not about what you got. What you got is always a plus. It's a plus. So if you got the money, yes. If you look good, yes. You take care of your body, yes. You got a big dick, yes. That's how a woman looks at it. Past that, are you able to take care of yourself? Are you able to take care of yourself properly while taking care of her? Because let's say you can't take care of yourself properly. She'll still use you for what you can do for her, but you can't expect her to deal with you on the terms that you want to deal with her on if you can't even take care of yourself properly. And I'm saying all that to say, in life, we have responsibilities, right? So sometimes it's hard for us to figure out what our responsibilities are as a man because nobody really tells you how to be a man. And the people who do tell you how to be a man, they're telling you from a place of they can take from you and they can benefit from you. And that's the way it is in society. Society tells us as men, the only way we matter is we have to produce. So as a man, you think to yourself, and especially shout out to all the men who come on my page, but to the black men, I'm here to tell you sometimes we got to chill. And it's not chill like I'm saying like get high and shit. I'm saying you got to like chill and like you got to kind of reassess things because we're told since we're at the bottom of the socioeconomic scale, we're told that as men, how much we got in our pocket or how much we have in our wallet determines our value. I'm here to tell you that does not determine your value because value is not value is not objective. Value is subjective. So a lot of times as a black man, you're told, and like I said, this is for all the men. Y'all see my color. I got to talk to the black men first. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm a Panther, baby. But yeah, nah. So we're told we're at the bottom of the socioeconomic scale. And what always matters is how much money we have in our pocket. I'm here to tell you, if that's the case, right? If that's the case, that's fine. But you got to reassess your responsibilities and priorities. So let's say you want that money, right? You want the money to up your value or whatever the case may have you. You have to start with being able to properly take care of yourself and then getting leverage. So you have to go into an era of selfishness, right? And I'm going to bring it all full circle so it makes sense. You have to be selfish. You have to be selfish for a little bit of time. I don't know how long. Each person has their own path, but you have to be selfish and focus on yourself and you can't do nothing for nobody else. This is coming from a perspective of a man
who used to be a boy that used to give everybody his all so he had nothing left for himself. You have to be selfish. The reason why you have to be selfish is because you can't get to a place of leverage by being selfless. So think Jeff Bezos, think Elon Musk, think all these people. They're doing what they're doing at the level that they're doing because other than the fact that they had the money or whatever, and I don't know who specifically had the money and who did it. I think Elon had the money. It was given to him. These people are affecting on a higher level because they were selfish for a specific point of time, right? Essentially, they did not have what they needed and they wanted to make something happen. To make that thing happen, they had to kind of pull back. In the case of you in America as a black man, unless you have somebody giving you money, you got to go get it on your own. And we're always told it's 10 times harder for you because of the color of your skin. So you have to be mindful of that. And like I said, we could sit there and complain, right? You feel what I'm saying? We could sit there, oh man, it sucks, woe is me. Or you can get off your ass and go do something about it. So look, my life is not easy. Like, especially because I don't have a job and I work for myself, my life's not easy. I work twice as hard. But you don't see me complain about it. I just be like, yo. I'll be like, yo, the week was crazy. The week was crazy. And I'm just saying, like, I had to hustle that week. But other than that, I'm not finna sit there and complain about, oh, man, you know, this not going the way I wanted to, because complaining is not going to do anything for you. You're allowed to be sad about it, but you can't stay sad about it forever and be like, oh, woe is me. I want somebody to feel bad for me. Because guess what? In this society, what I realized, and I'm saying from my own personal perspective, and I'm pretty sure you guys realize this too, don't nobody give a fuck. And I hate to say that, but I got to say that. And that's why I make sure that this page is like 18 and up. Don't nobody give a fuck. And the reason why don't nobody give a fuck is because everybody else is told that black men aren't shit until they have money. And then when you get that money, everybody want to hang around you. So I tell you, be selfish till you get that money. And then when you get that money, you know, pop your shit. But at the same time, act like you don't know nobody. And I'm not saying be, oh, like stank attitude, be an asshole. No, act like you don't know nobody. Move different. You got to move different. That's part of your responsibilities. The first responsibility, like I said, gems, guys, take notes. The first responsibility you have as a man is the responsibility to yourself. You can't help nobody. You can't do nothing for nobody if you don't take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself first as a man. You need to be able, like I said, shout out to everybody who come through my page, click on my old videos. It's kind of like I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I need to break this message down in excruciating details. So, like I said, do you brush your teeth every day? Do you got your deodorant on? Do you have enough clothes? Do you have enough shoes? Do you have cologne? These are the things that people like about a man. The reason why people like these things about a man, because a man who's putting himself first is a man who takes care of himself. And a man who can take care of himself properly can probably take care of other people. Ultimately, how you carry yourself and the things you do for yourself will determine how your life goes. So you need to figure out what self-love is. In terms of the black community in America, we don't have much self-love for ourselves because we're told to always put other people first. I'm here to tell you, put yourself first and have self-love for yourself and take care of yourself first. Next time you want to do something for somebody, do it for yourself first. Do it for yourself and see how it makes you feel. You're going to feel good. And like I said, next time somebody wants you to do something for them, learn the power of saying no. I said that on my last course correction. Say no. Say no, I can't. Lie. If you got to lie to make yourself feel better, lie to these people. Just say no. Learn to set boundaries. People have no boundaries with black people in America. I'm telling you. No boundaries. So it's a respect thing. So like I said, first things first, take care of yourself. That's the first gem. Next thing, like I said, personal growth. So black men and all men, I'll show you guys this book. I'm going to show you guys the rest of my books. Get you a book that you write in. Get you a book that you write in. Life, there's too much. I'm telling you now. Like, for example, I'm doing this stream, right? I'm doing this stream off the fly. I don't have my notes. You guys should see my notes. If you guys saw my notes as much as I talk, if you guys saw my notes, you would think I am a Looney Tune. I should show you. Look, nobody leave the stream. Hold on. Let me show you guys my notes. Hold on. Watch this so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Hold on. Look, I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Watch this. I'm going to show you more game. I'm going to give y'all more game. Right now, I have about, hold on. I have 1,135. All my notes is like this. So look, fix your YouTube for maximization. So you guys understand what I'm saying. Set comments to subscriber only mode. These are the things I haven't done yet. Get a soundboard, blah, blah, blah. Look, listen to what I'm saying here. Brand yourself. If your product is unique, this now becomes the value that you're selling. Pain points are what you sell at. They must not know what you want. They must need it. If you can accurately explain to a customer that you are their solution, they will always need you. Your audience needs to be able to afford your product. This is me setting success. The reason why I show you guys this is because I'm not one of these what they call snake oil salesmen. Like, I've done sales. My track record speaks for myself. I used to work at Best Buy. They made me the host of the sales floor at one point because I was selling shit. And what it is you just have to want it. As a black man, you're more capable than what you realize. And the reason why you're not aware of it is because society doesn't want you to be aware of it. But I can tell you this much. There's a reason why they're trying to keep you down, right? There's a reason why they're trying to keep you down and keep you distracted as a man, because that's the capability you have. You have a power. Look, I made over 1,000 notes. And if you were to click each one of those notes, right, and tell me a sentence from those notes, I would know what you're talking about. That's the power you have as a man. That's not even including what I got in the books. What's in the books is not the same shit that's in here. All these notes are important. All those notes is important. So as a man, next gem, get you a book, start taking notes. You're not, what's the word? You don't have enough, I'm trying to say it in the right way, not common sense, but you don't have enough mental fortitude. The reason why I have all these notes, right? I don't have enough mental fortitude to actually manage my own life. Everybody really supposed to have a manager in their life. So back in the day, my parents used to be my manager in my life. I left, I cut ties, said I want to do what I want to do. They didn't like it. It is what it is. But my parents kind of was managing my life. I make all those notes because nobody really has the mental fortitude to be their own manager in life. The best thing you can do, because most people can't afford to have a manager or a personal agent or whatever the case may have you, take notes. You got to take notes, write stuff down, your ideas that come to you. I guarantee you're not smart enough to remember it. As smart as I am, or as smart as I like to think I am, I know I'm not smart enough to remember everything that goes on in my head. And the proof is right there. The proof is in the pudding. I have it all written down because it's too much stuff going on. It's too much shit that you see every day on social media. You're going to forget. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, and this is why I say we've kind of evolved because of the phones and shit and social media. Do you guys remember the days when we used to have an attention span? Do you guys remember those days? We used to have an attention span. We don't have attention spans anymore. Attention spans are gone. Here's proof. The proof is in the pudding. Music, right? Songs aren't long now. Do you guys remember when songs were long? Look. And no woman I can take it. Stop my Justin Timberlake. What's that song? My love. I can't sing. My love, my love, my love. And another one I can take. What's another one? What goes around, comes around, comes around, goes all the way back around. Hey, don't leave because I can't sing, but I'm using it to make a point. Those songs was like 6 minutes long. The average song now is 2 to 3 minutes. And unless you really rock with the artist, you're not going to listen to their 5-minute song because you don't really have the attention span for it. Even with the basketball games and stuff, right? Football games and everything. Our attention spans are so shortened now to the point it's like when you guys see the games now, like the way the games aren't like what they used to be. Like they're always switching the camera to something else because you don't have the attention span to sit there and watch the whole game unless you're a diehard fan. Shout out to all the diehard fans. I know what it is. Miami Heat 305, time in the grave. I'm with Miami. Shout out to the Dolphins. Y'all know how we get down. But I'm saying all that to make a point. And the point is, we don't have the same attention span that we used to have, so you gotta take notes. Like I said, responsibilities. So men, next thing. I don't have my notes, but I got a little bit of notes that I make. Next thing, men, you need to understand that there's a difference between being a good man and a nice guy. Nice guy, I'm here to tell you right here, nice guys finish last. Don't be a nice guy. If one thing you could learn from today's message is this. Don't be a nice guy, be a good man. Don't be the nice guy. The nice guy in the movies always seems to win, but in reality,
the reality of the situation is in life, even though life looks like a movie, right? You seeing this? Oh shit, this is happening. This is not a movie. This is reality. Nice guys don't win. Ask yourself, ask yourself, do you think Jeff Bezos is nice? Do you think Elon Musk is nice? Do you think, who else? I don't even know all these, these the rich people. They don't look like me. That's why I don't know them. Shout out to the white people though. Y'all know what it is. Do you think Robert Downey Jr. is nice? These people aren't nice. These people are about business. It's not about being a nice guy. It's about being about business. Be nice to the people who are nice to you. Don't get me wrong. But always make sure to be the man that's going to be a good man. Being a good man and being a nice guy are two different things. You can be a good man. So being a good man it means not being abusive. It means not being abrasive towards people. It means carrying yourself with some kind of integrity, dignity, and respect. Don't be a nice guy. Nice guys finish last. No girl actually wants the nice guy. All the girls want the nice guy, right? The nice guy is there to fulfill a role. And the role is, you're going to pay for my stuff. But all the girls somehow still end up going for the bad boy or the bad guy. I'm not saying be the bad guy either. Look, shout out to Billie Eilish. Yeah, look, even Billie, right? Billie made the song called The Bad Guy, where she said she's the bad guy. Like, I don't know how to say these things different. Like, I mean, in excruciating details, it is what it is. The proof is in the pudding. So, hold on one second. Gentlemen, next thing, we're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about emotional intelligence. So, gentlemen, I was talking about the ladies and stuff. Like I said, I teach y'all how to deal with these girls and everything, but let's talk about emotional intelligence. So, responsibilities as a man is having emotional intelligence. I'm going to say around like 18 to about like 22, I had no emotional intelligence. I understood that I had emotions, but my emotions were suppressed because my parents taught me as a man, you shouldn't be emotional. And it wasn't in a bad way. It was more so, and I wasn't aware of it. Now I'm aware of it. It's just, as a man, unless you have self-awareness of yourself, who you are and what you do, you don't understand how people react to certain things about you. So, like, I'm 6'1", I'm 250, right? I didn't realize there was certain couldn't do until I got older, because I kind of noticed the way people reacted to me, and it's because I lacked self-awareness when I was younger. So, people used to get in my face and do certain things. I'm like, all right, what's up? What you want to do? And then when I got older, I saw people get in my face and do certain things, but more so from a perspective of, try to cut me with a knife. And I'm saying, like, back in a different life that I was living, try to cut me with a knife, try and fight dirty, things like that. And I was wondering, why would these people try and fight dirty with me? I don't even know these people. And I realized it's because I didn't have self-awareness that I'm a big dude. I didn't know how big a dude I was. So even then, when it came to my emotional intelligence, I used to react in a certain way for the shock value. And it wasn't to like shock somebody, but it was more so, to make them kind of back off in a sense. But I wasn't aware that because I'm a big black guy and I'm really dark. Like I said, y'all see me with the light, but I'm really dark. There's a reason why I got this light on. People will react to me acting out in a certain way. I always tell you guys this, if you come on my page, if I was to go outside and start acting a monkey, for lack of a better term, right? If I was to go outside and start acting a fool, they will put me in handcuffs. Now, if I see, if one of my male counterparts of a lighter complexion did the same thing, they probably just walk and go on about their business. But I'm big and black. So, I got to kind of be mindful of how I carry myself and do the things that I do. And I'm here to tell you, when it comes to the emotional intelligence, as a man, you need to understand your emotions and you need to understand how you tick. You need to have self-awareness of yourself. You need to understand who you are, why you do the things you do. Excuse me. And the reason for that is, when it comes to having emotional intelligence, you need to understand how to deal with people. One of your responsibilities to yourself and to the people around you is knowing how to deal with other people. So, yeah, I act the fool on here and I'll be joking, and I say a lot of stuff for shock value, but I'm very abrasive with my words. I like to talk in a certain kind of way. I fight with my words, right? Like when I say stuff, I say it in a way to where you feel it. It's a punch. It's a jab, right? Essentially, with your emotional intelligence, you need to understand how to talk to other people and deal with other people, because you might say something one way
or you might do something and act in a certain way trying to portray this idea, but the person that you're speaking to or the group of people you're talking to, they're going to take it the wrong way. And the reason why they're going to take it the wrong way is because everybody has their own personal perspective. So you might have your own perspective, which is shaped off of, you know, your past experiences or whatever, but the person that you're talking to more than likely doesn't necessarily have the same perspective. And because of that, if you don't have emotional intelligence, these situations can turn bad really, really, really quickly. So as a man, you have to be mindful of how you use your emotions, how you exercise those emotions, when you use those emotions, and where you use those emotions. I'm not saying be docile, right? I'm not saying sit there and just be, what's the word? Complacent. Don't be complacent as a man. But what I'm telling you is, don't just be turning up on people. Don't be walking around turning up on people. I done turned up on so many people that I wish I could apologize to, and guess what? I don't even know what they look like. And the reason why I turned up, because of my own personal perspective and the things that I've been through, I almost turned around and put my pain on those people. I almost bled on those people when I didn't have to bleed on those people. And now that I'm older, I'm aware, damn, I shouldn't have did that. What made me do that dumbass shit? What the hell's wrong with me? And it's because I didn't know how to move as a man. I was young, you know, I was trying to figure it out. And, you know, it's a lot of kids that I see in the same position. Like, you know, I went to ball the other day and I was balling. And, you know, this kid was this young kid, and I'm not saying he did anything bad. Shout out to the young man. But it was this kid, you know, he was giving me the work. Like, he was I call him shifty. He was crossing me. He was giving me the work. And I used to be like that. I messed up my leg. I tore my ACL, my MCL. And basically, what he said? He said something to me. He was basically like, oh, you know, how old are you or whatever? I'm like, yo, you know, I'm in my mid-20s. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm giving you the work. Like, he's saying that to me. I'm like, yo, do I know you? And he's like, oh, you know, I'm giving you the work. And he's like, yeah, you know, and basketball is not even my first sport. I'm like, yo, this kid talking shit. This kid talking shit. But in my head, I'm like, damn, I used to be like that. And it's crazy because life comes around full circle. So you look at the shit you used to do and you just like, why would I do that? So I used to talk hella shit to people, especially playing ball. I'm like, bro, you can't keep up with me. You can't guard me, all this stuff. And now I look at it like, yeah, I understand the competition aspect, but some things are understood that don't need to be explained. Some things are unnecessary. So, you know, he felt good because he was beating me. In my head, I'm like, bro, I don't even play like that for real because I'm just trying to exercise. I'm trying to drop some weight. You're playing for real. Like, I'm not, like, I'm trying to get up and down court and, you know, open my body up. Like, you're doing what you do. But like I said, it's all about emotional intelligence. It's about certain things. It's about saying the right thing in certain situations, saying the things that need to be said. And you're never going to say the right thing, right? Life never goes the way you explain it, you expect it to, but you still got to go through life. In life, we're all going to have scars. We're all going to get wounds because the way this shit works is you're going to go through pain. I think life is about pain. So you're going to go through pain. You're going to go through trials and tribulations. Personally, I'm a little cuckoo. So I think we're all in hell right now. I think hell is on earth and we're in hell because we sinned and we're getting a chance to go back to heaven. That's what I think. I'm a little crazy. That's what I think. In 5 years, I might not think like that no more, but that's what I think. And that's why everybody keeps sinning, because we're in hell and we're all the demons. We walk around and the demons try and take over one of us. And that's when somebody do some crazy ass shit. So yeah, last gems I'm going to give you guys is building meaningful relationships. I'll stop after that. So, gentlemen, last thing I want to tell you, too, before you go, you need to find a way to build a network and build meaningful relationships with people. So, it's tough now because a lot of people are very at surface, and I say that from a perspective of seeing social media. A lot of people, first off, are not that smart. I'm just going to come out and say it. You know, the shoe fit, wear it, and if it don't apply, let it fly, right? So a lot of people not smart. A lot of people are very, we have this thing called hive mind. We all have this thing called hive mind. So between FOMO, which is fear of missing out, and hive mind, a lot of people don't think for themselves. A lot of people are not independent thinkers. A lot of people are followers. A lot of people are deaf, dumb, and blind. It is what it is. A lot of people are sheep, right? I consider myself the black sheep. I feel like I'm different. And I say it, and I say it proudly now. And the reason why I say it proudly is because back in the day, I used to want to be like everybody else, not realizing that I'm different for a reason. Now I stand true with my power. So it's like I've evolved. And the reason why I wanted to be like everybody else is because I thought everybody else was cool. Come feel what I feel. And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like I'm the cool one now. So, gentlemen, you got to build meaningful relationships with people, because this is it. Like, this is your one shot. Like, we're all going to take a dirt nap, whether or not you realize it. This is your one shot. And I like I told you, you can't do it right. You're not going to do it right. But what I will tell you is, do the things you like to do. Invest into your hobbies. You're going to meet people who share the same like mind as you. And it's going to be something that I can't explain to you, but it's amazing, because it's like, for example, I was talking to my brother and my cousins, and I was telling them, I was like, yo, you know, you guys like anime and stuff. And I like anime too. Shout out to Dragon Ball Z. Shout out to Naruto. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we came up. So I was telling them, I'm like, yo, and it was talking about One Piece. And I don't watch One Piece because it's too long. But I was telling them, I'm like, yeah, you know, you guys should go to like Comic-Con or something, because you guys like that. You might meet people. Shoot. My thing messed up because the battery's dying. I gotta go soon. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, so you guys might meet people that, you know, you might meet people that think like you. And that will be cool, because these are people you can relate to. Y'all gonna sit there and talk about what you like to do, the things that you like, the things that you don't like, but you're gonna be able to connect. And the one thing about humanity that we're lacking now, even though they keep trying to push it, believe it or not, is connection. So, like I said, social media, the whole idea was social media, Facebook, Instagram. It wasn't for business. It was just to connect the world. And for some odd reason, we keep trying to connect externally when we need to connect internally with people. So I'm here to tell you, man, build meaningful relationships with people. Excuse me. You know, the drink. Yeah, build meaningful relationships with people and choose the right people. You can't build a meaningful relationship with everybody. I actually got my other page I'm finna start soon, where I talk about narcissism, Machiavellianism, and what's the other one? Psychopathy, right? And I'm not necessarily licensed to talk about this stuff, but I'm gonna speak on what I know, right? And it's more so trying to teach people and educate people that there are people out there who are like predators and there's prey. You're not gonna know who the predators are, because at the end of the day, we all grew up with each other, not knowing how everybody thought. Everybody was in school, and you can't distinguish the predators from the prey, because, I mean, there are bullies who expose themselves, but there are people who also hide in plain sight. So the idea with that page that I'm going to make is to teach people to be aware. And like I said, all the information I tell you guys, the information I'm giving you guys is a shield. It's not a sword. I used to have this knowledge in my head, and I used to use it as a sword. And because of that, that's why a lot of things that were negative happened to me. So now when I give you guys this information is a shield for you to protect yourself from people who are bad people. You don't need to explain to them that you're aware and you're wise and privy to their games or whatever the things that they do. But this shield will protect you from the bullshit. Because in life, life's going to throw a lot of bullshit at you. Don't let none of that shit stick to you. Because guess what? If the bullshit sticks to you, it's going to stink, and it's going to hold you down and keep you down. You don't want to stink, because that's disgusting, and you don't want to be held down. So when this bullshit is thrown at you, I'm going to teach you how to duck and dodge this bullshit. And if you can't duck and dodge it, I give you the shield, right? The shield is to protect yourself from it. You feel what I'm saying? So main things, gentlemen, the goal is success. Success is a long-term thing, and success can happen for anybody. But you have to want it. It starts with wanting it, and then you have to figure out how bad you want it. There's levels to it. There's levels to the success. You just got to figure out where you stand, what level you're on, and what level you're trying to get to. Quick touchback. These main responsibilities I told you guys is take care of yourself as a man. Self-love is the best love. Self-growth is the best growth. Best investment you can make is in yourself, because that's the investment in yourself is going to give you the best return on your investment, which is ROI. I talked to you guys about flow state before. Men, find a way to get in that flow state. Like, one thing you guys don't know, I start my new year early. My birthday's in December. I start my new year usually when my birthday comes. This year, I'm starting my new year technically in October. So I'm probably not even going to be playing around unless somebody convinces me to go somewhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm probably not doing Thanksgiving. I ain't doing Christmas, none of that. And the reason why is because, you know, I'm in my selfish era now. And in my selfish era, I got to do what I got to do for me now so I can get to the next level. So, I mean, I said all that to say, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. I'm back on this biddy tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Y'all know what it is. I got my podcast episode I was going to do on Tuesday. For tomorrow, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Like I said, man, y'all know what it is, man. We in here, man. Y'all take care, man. And, oh, if y'all could do me one more favor, please drop a like. And if you didn't like what I said, please drop a dislike, drop some comments. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. Peace.